Let's talk a little bit about mind and your body and why you're here as a body and as mind. The mind and the body is here to inform you of what you are, but not as the body and as the mind. Your true self, your true state, your true essence, your true pure consciousness that you are. You're appearing in a mind, in a body with mind, both intertwined. The mind and the body have senses. The brain simply a hard drive to keep this body operating, to keep it working, to keep it moving, to keep it alive, to keep it from stopping what it's supposed to do. You have invented all this. You, the one inside, have invented your own body, your own mind, your own brain, your own organs, your own system, your own world. The earth, not you. You're not responsible for this earth. But this earth itself is an illusion. God has created some source. Brahman has created an illusion for you to go and visit so that you can see yourself. He has created this whole illusion because you cannot create your mind and your body and have nowhere to put it. And let's say that this source, this God, his intelligence is phenomenally superior to any single self. So you have not got by yourself the understanding to fulfill this. So that is why he's called Father and you Son. The Father gives you all place, the tools and everything, the functions, the body, mother as well, obviously mother and father, give you this whole sense of existing. You're creating the thought of the body. You're creating the thought of being here, the thought of having a mind. You are creating this thought, and then God itself, or this mother and father, come together and they give it to you because you do not have this logical capability of succeeding here. Everything is a reflection of what is happening in a physical real world, isn't it? Everything is a reflection of what is happening in a physical real world. But the body and the mind that you are inside right now and outside and dwelling as this source, whatever you are, consciousness, is only providing you with the information. The mind does not understand. The mind is an informer. The body is an informer. Again, a reflection of what happens in this physical world. They are informers. They don't understand what they're telling you. That is why we have got so confused. By trying to make mind understand, it has lost its whole reason for being here. The mind says, look, I can show you this. I can make this for you. I can make this happen. I can make this real. I can make this as an experience. But I don't know what it is that I've made. You get this? The mind makes everything come alive, form everything through thoughts, through whatever process, through whatever scientific or conscious, spiritual existence. The mind makes these things appear, but it does not know what it is made. It just makes them. There you go. And we're not talking initially about a chair, right? Because when mind gives it a purpose, it gets confused. It gets confused, and this is the problem. Mind makes things for you, voluntarily makes things for everything. But you want to understand. Not you. Mind wants to understand now what it's made, because you inquire, you question it. It has given you the answers. Here you go, I've made this. It may be an ocean. And you say, what's the name of it? I don't know. I don't know. I just made it. Okay. And you force it to give a name. And this is ego, you see. Ego then develops, grows, expands from this mind. Mind is not here to give you the names and the identities. Mind is here to show you what you want to see with no names. If you came onto this earth with the first person, like Moses, in a basket, and no one was to come near you, you would just witness things. You would eat, drink, sleep, and witness things. You would not have to share what these things are with anyone else. So your whole enjoyment is just seeing these things. You could watch the sea moving. You could allow to put things on the water and let it float down. Yeah? But you have not given the thing on the water and the floating a name, and the sea a name. You are experiencing things with no names, with no identities. Mind has produced this world, and you don't want to know what it's called. You just want to see it. I just want to experience it. I want to see, smell, touch, hear, and taste what I am. And then something along the line says, what is its name? And mind says, and mind starts growing from there. Ego mind starts growing. Say, well, I have to give it a name. Because mind is a slave, you see. Mind is the slave of you. So if you ask it a question, or something asks it a question, it has to respond. I have to learn. I have to teach myself to give an answer. So I must make up names. Oh, it's a sea. It's the ocean. And you're going, but I don't really care what it's called. Something, maybe the tree of knowledge said, give it a name. Mind and body are here to inform you, the one, of what you want to see, smell, touch, and hear. You don't want to know the names of a tree, an ocean, a mountain. You don't want to know anything. You just want to experience what you are. Somewhere down the line, something invented ego, and ego started taking over. So mind is showing you things, but it's now forcing you to learn the names of things. You get fed up when you say, you know what, I don't want any more of this. I don't want any more of this names. Stop engulfing me with names. Stop giving me I don't want identities. I just want to be left alone to see what I am. And that's all that's happened. That's all that's went wrong. When I say you are this thing, this essence, this love, this blissfulness, this lovingness. And you somewhere wanted to see what you were, because like the knife, it can cut the bread, but it cannot cut itself. Tongue can taste, but it does not know it's a tongue. You are life, but you don't know what you look like, taste like, smell like, and sound like. So you created this just to see, not to understand, not to know, not to learn, not to compare. You just created this to see, smell, touch, hear, and taste. That is why stress and depression comes on. The mind is torturing itself. The pure mind that it creates this with no reason, with no need to know why it's created it, how it created it, and for what reason, has now given birth to an ego mind for something that said, I want to know what the names are. I want to be able to communicate. The Bible said, let's give them some rules, regulations, orders, and ways to live. But the Bible was misinterpreted. The Bible said, I want them to see who they are. I want them to see God. I want them to understand God. The one beyond, before you decided to come all this, the father and mother that gave you the permission to come. I want to learn about them, which is behind you, not in front of you. This is all front. This is a reflection, you see. What is behind is reality. What is behind is truth. When it's projected out through you, it is a reflection of what it is. It is not true. But you want to look in the mirror. You don't have there is no other way for you to see yourself other than as a reflection. How else do we see each other? How else do we see ourselves? We cannot see ourselves unless we're looking through a mirror image. Even if there was no mirrors, no glass, no lakes, and we were alive, we would have to depend on someone else telling us what we look like. And this may be enough, but it's not enough. You want to see what you look like. You want to know who you are, what you are, and why you're here. That's all that you've done. You've created a mind and a body so that it can inform you, give you the body. The mind gives you the body. The mind gives you all this beauty. And even beauty is a name, you see. When you segregate and say the mind gave you the hills, the sea, the trees, the clouds, the sky, the car, the home, the wife, the husband, the partner. It is giving you information. When you hug your wife, you don't say, I must hug you, wife. It is instant. It is an expression of you hugging yourself and her hugging herself. It's just a reflection. Everything is a reflection of what you are. But the names is the ego. The identity is the problem. You are witnessing as this witness, this majestic, pure love. Witnessing you have a body. Witnessing this world and its entirety, its beauty, its grace, its elegance, its majestic movement. Yet, this is not enough for mind, you see. This is not enough for mind. Mind says, no, I want to give you names too. And you go, I don't want to know names. I just want to see what I am. I don't need names. Stop giving me names. You see? And this is in society, in our day-to-day life. We create names every single second of our day. Rules, another name, another condition, another environment, the society, the economy, the empire. Name after name after name after name. Segregation after segregation after segregation after segregation. Stress, depression, no more names. See? And the name that you want to get rid of first is the bestest name. Your own name. Me. I am. You want to get rid of I am. The reflection I is ego I. I want to get rid of I. I want to get rid of me. I want to get rid of my name. I want to get rid of my form, my body, my person. I have had enough of this names. No more names. And ego goes. And all names go. So what do you see now? You just see what is. People round about you can say names. And you can say, yeah, whatever. You call it what you like. But it's all the same consciousness. It's all the same mind. It's all free and taken back to its pure state. Everything as it is. Everything as it is. Everything as it was created for you. Nameless. Nameless beauty. Nameless love. Just no name. I have no name. You can call me what you like. From the most depraved name to the most beautiful name. I am not that. Ramana Maharshi is the only one that got it absolutely right. Did not have to face up to depression, mental illness, or suffocation. He said right from the early age, whenever a name came, I'm not this. You, the witness, do not get suffocated and covered up in names, like leeches on your body, you see. Names are leeches on your body. Ramana, whenever someone says, I want to know this name, you are this. No, not that. Not that. No more. No leech. No leech. No leech. Whenever a name comes, deny it. Deny the name. Deny your own name. And all names will be relinquished, dispersed of, annihilated. And you are free to live in this paradise. One name, paradise. When someone comes into you, hello, paradise. Hello, you paradise. Sit down on my paradise. Have a cup of paradise. Have a paradise of paradise. Do you like my new paradise? Open the paradise and come in to the paradise. I look out the paradise and what I see is paradise. Namaste. I have to go.